This is how I like to prepare chicken stroganoff. I do it with ricotta cheese, and I like this way because it has less fat and I can eat during the week. Let's start with the leek. I think I would like to have some garnish in the end, so why not use the green part of the leek for that? See, it's as green as parsley, and I don't have parsley, so let's go with that. Now let's cut. I'm going to use them in place of an onion, firstly because it has some grassy flavor that I enjoy, and secondly, leeks are a type of onion and my girlfriend has problems with onions, so by using leeks I get the flavor and everyone can enjoy the food. Besides, leeks are used in stews, so why not in here? We don't need to be so precise with the cutting because it's gonna cook a lot. But the green part we should slice as thin as possible in order to really use it as garnish. Now the chicken. I'm going for boneless and skinless chicken breasts. It's a good cut because its flavor is less intense than chicken thigh and it lets the leek and the cream and the mustard shine as much as the meat. And I'm going to eat it during the week, so I'm looking for less fat in here. When cutting the chicken, I try to visualize that it will shrink when cooked and it will tear a bit. So I'm cutting slightly bigger than I actually want. I don't care very much about the direction of the fibers, but considering it's a breast, I believe it's better to go against the fibers. Okay, I think it's still too big, so let's cut in half here and here and here. Here, there you go. I'm happy with that. I'm using butter today. I think this is a good choice because this stroganoff is creamy, so dairy fat seems to fit with the theme. I'm not going to use a lot though. I'm controlling the quantity because, well, you will see soon why. Anyway, it's just enough to help with the browning. While the chicken cooks, we can start with the rice. I learned many ways to prepare rice, and for this recipe I think the most simple rice is fine. I just boil some water and I dump this much of rice. I would say half a cup for a couple. Well, it depends of how much you eat actually. But the idea here is that I will only cook the rice until I feel it's done, and then I will drain it and I let it sit for a while. Let's see the meat. Okay, it's browning very well, so let's flip a little bit, have a bit more. Don't need to completely brown every edge, just a little bit is enough. Time for some leek, add some salt. I'm being conservative with the salt now. I can always put some more later, but not the opposite. It's just to season the chicken before making the sauce. Oops, I forgot some pepper too. Let the water content goes out before adding mustard so you can have another chance to brown a little bit more. And if you're using a non-stick pan, maybe a bit of the browning will stick in the pan and not on the chicken. But it's okay because we will cover everything with the sauce. Now let's taste the rice. I like it. Let's just drain it and let it cool. It will become a very light and fluffy rice. You'll see. Now let's finish the chicken. We can deglaze it to get all the fond that we developed. We can add some mustard now, and I like it a lot. The acidity contrasts very well with the richness of the cream part. By the way, here's the secret ingredient: big dollops of low-fat ricotta cream. Usually we use a cream like heavy cream or sour cream, but I think that this ricotta cream gives more body to the sauce and has less fat. And as I love to eat stroganoff, I prefer this so I can eat more times. Well, let's taste now. I think we can have a bit more of mustard. And okay, let's put now some greens and save the rest for the garnish in the end. Now let's assemble the plate. A bit of the rice here. See, it's very loose and light. Then the same amount for our stroganoff. And let's add these shoestring potatoes. And lastly, the notorious green leek garnish. It's just so nice, this stroganoff with the crunchiness of the potatoes and the softness of the rice. Why don't you try and tell me in the comments what do you think? It's not that great to use ricotta for that, right? Right?